The new 3-player game is on the open area or outdoor areas. I will absolutely take this one for this board because I have the ability to get this quickly. We got 2 different continent projects. So that's going to be worthwhile. It's one of the better ones for this particular board. All right, this is a 3-player game, so this will never be screwed, so we'll keep that one. Well, I'm certainly keeping this one. This isn't bad. I like to be able to snap early in case there's something special that comes out. Although this guy does allow me to make sure that I can get something that I need, I'm going to keep this one, I think. All right, so I got some decent choices here. I think the easiest path to get something right away is to put this guy out and this guy. And I've got a digging 2 on this. So, I may be able to grab some cards and then do it. Problem with this strategy is this is going to require 2 X tokens to do. And I'll check out what's on the thing as well. But I've got this one, and I can grab a green. The problem is getting this built. I'll need to take a couple different builds if I want to do that because I've got to get it by water. And the same thing with this. And I could do something like a 4 can go here. So I could build a 2 here or something like that. And then I would need a connector to get the 4 in. So I've got some options. The other animals and sponsors don't look very appealing, so I'm keeping these. Oh, what do I got? Conservation, fine. I'm trying those anyway, and this is a little harder, but we'll see. All right, so this is going to be able to build like that way. I'm going to grab this and pick up the green, the double green. And I'm actually going to work on doing the 2 herbivores anyway. So let's do that. Let's plop her down. I know I only need a 1, excuse me, 1 for this, but I don't want to get through it, take it now. There we go. All right, I'm going to drop cards for another X token, or for an X token. There we go. So I'm going to play my animal and see what I get for the crocodile. I particularly want to play that one, and it's going to take me a while to get an enclosure for it anyway. Well, that's another herbivore, which I can't play yet. Another blue. Let's see if I can get better than that. Because again, I'm gonna do the herbivore in just a bit, so the third one isn't going to help me much. All right, that one's cheaper. All right, at any rate, that's fine. All right, I'm just going to opt to try to put this guy out as my second. So and hope it works. We've got the blue player here. Oh, he can't fix it. We're good. He doesn't have a maple. No, yeah, I think I want to build towards the water. And I'll need to get a little bit of money to play this guy, but that's doable. Alright, so I need to be able to put this guy out, which means I need some more money. So I'm going to go get some more money. So now I can put the animal out. I'll probably just pouch this thing because I don't need an additional herbivore. And this, I mean, unless I'm looking to build the board, which this is an option, but this is probably easier for me to do anyway. I can get rid of it and get an extra 2 points. And I'll be able to do the association. Again, provided that they don't want to break, and I hope they don't. All right, now I'm going to play the animal. And I have no use for this, so I can pouch that. So we'll do that. All right, and now I can do the herbivore too. All right, association time. Oop. No, well, we're not doing that. That's the one I want. All right. All right, now what to upgrade? This is nice. I certainly want to, gravitate towards that. However, building might be nice to get over here as well. But my income is only 12. So I'm not going to be building a lot right now anyway. Yeah, I think I just got to do this. Let's check and see what these guys have built. No animals, a medium animal. I'm thinking about just snapping the small animals. I'm pretty far away from any of these guys as far as a grab goes. I've already got 2, so I can use it. However, I plan on putting this guy out and getting my second green, which I don't have any real competition with. Maybe I could save this for later. Although drawing 3 and keeping 2 is pretty enticing as well. But I think I'm going to take this guy here. Reasonably easy points. Certainly 2 green. Probably more if I hang on to it. And we'll get to see one of the cards we would have grabbed. But so let's see what I missed out on. Okay, well, probably not huge. Now there is this one there, but again, I have no real way of getting it, even if I wanted to. And it will be gone at the break. After a break, I don't have a lot in the way of cash, and I need to get this up to level 3 so that I can upgrade this. Upgrade a card, in which case I'll build. So I'm just going to grab some cash. I'm going to grab another one of these greens. And that'll put me to 2. This guy is 3. Maybe I get more. I don't know. All right, what do we want to upgrade, though? I think I may just upgrade animals next. Well, I don't want to put down a ton of stuff. Yeah, I mean, there's not much out there. I can play this guy. I'd rather kind of get the rep bump to get another upgrade. So let's just do him. And I'll donate. Yeah. I need to build an enclosure for this guy. I think I want to get it closer to this thing here. So I'm going to go through the water. I know it's going to cost an extra $1, but I get close to this spot and or to build on these. So I still have money to put this out, so not an issue. All right, I think I'm just going to play animals. I'm not going to have a spot to put the second guy anyway. Go here. I'm a little short on cash. I am just going to sell the X token. My income has moved to 14, so it's a little better. But again, I am. He's got a lot. 18. Maybe I need to build like a kiosk here or something like that. But at any rate, that's what I'm doing. All right, so whether or not I take cards, the red player will decide whether or not those break, so I'm just going to take cards. Now, I don't really... I mean, this has got another green tag, and that's fine. It's worth a fair amount, but I do need to get a building first in order to play it, or at least something that's got a science tag. It's also not a small animal, which I'm specifically trying to target right now. If this were my 5th instead of 4th, I might grab it, but I think I'm going to leave it alone. This one I can play, but this one, I don't have a spot to put a 3 enclosure here right now. So I put a 3 here, that makes it a 5. So I'm going to leave these guys here and deal with that later. I'm just going to grab cards. Just pull 3 and keep 2. Alright, I've got a release I can't do. I've got a big old monkey that I can't do for 2 different things. I would need more monkeys. The Stoat I can certainly play, and he can get me another card, and he's small. So I think I want him. I don't. So it's a decision between this, which is a bunch of points, certainly. But again, not something I'm going to easily be able to do. It is cheaper in general. It is also a green. I think this may be very difficult for me to get out, though. Now the monkey one is still available, so I've got a shot at that. So I think I'm going to get rid of this because that seems unwise with this on the board, so I'll get rid of this. I don't think I'm going to be able to play this, but I'll hold it for discard later, and just maybe we may be able to do something with it. All right, had a break. I would like to grab University. I'm going to take the one giving me rep. That'll upgrade my build. And then I'll be able to build more things. Also, I'll be able to play this if I want to. Got $23, so I can afford him and this guy here. I do need to build a 3, by the mountain or whatever, but maybe up here. We'll see. Let's see. That's going to be 12 plus 3 is 15. 19, and I need to spend 8. So I can't build them both anyway. So I may just try for the 1, and maybe I'll get some pilfering money, maybe I won't. But in order to do that, I gotta spend, if I spend 8, I can't donate. Really want to donate, so I may just grab money. So I'm going to donate. I actually could build on here to save $2 and only need 4. So that works as well. So 4, and then 5, 6, 7, and 12 is still 19, though. All right, well, we'll see. I don't have anything to play a sponsor on, so I'm going to grab some cash and see what happens. This card is intriguing. Again, it's another green, and I can, play a 3 here that makes a 5, so that's doable, certainly. The scavenging bird is gone. It's played by the red player. So I want to play, I guess, this one instead. So I got a 2 1s. One has to be by the water. The other one doesn't have a problem with anything. So I'm going to do a build. I can afford to spend $6 and play them both. So let's do this. This one's got to be by the water. And I also put, hold on. That's 8 already. That's no good. So I need to put this one, say, here. And then this one here. All right, so I got $17. This one's going to be 12 with the juice there. 12 and 4 is 16. I'm good. I unfortunately cannot play this one. It is time to grab and play some animals. Well, maybe grab, we'll see. I'm going to play this guy here in the 1 enclosure just below, saving this 2 for this guy if I don't pull a card with a hunter that's any good. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, something we can't play anyway right now, but we will play this guy. All right, now I'm up to 5 of the smaller animals. And more of these come out. All right, so this is a good card. I would like to have that. However, I don't know that I need to use a snap on it. I don't know if I'll get a lot of fight for it. And after a break, it should be here or lower, so I may be within range or close to it for grabbing that if I utilize one of these guys. So I'm just going to grab cards. I've got 2 that I don't know that I'm going to be able to play, so I have to discard anyway. So I'll grab 3 and hope for one good one. All right. So this is good. All right. All these are better than this card or this card, so I'll just dump one of these. All right, I think I want to place the meeple before we run out of time here. We're at 11 of 12. So let's do small animals and get some income. This will be within range. Now I top the income list. Also, I think I want to do this. This will go here. Put this here. And I guess this guy can go here. So I'm up to 29 income. All right, so I can play this guy and do a donation. Since it's 7, it's going to drop down to 5. Now my decision, I don't need to take the Adapt 3. I've got a pretty decent one with Conservation Zoo. I should be able to get at least 4 conservation projects getting me 3. So I'm going to get a green one. And there's bound to be something else that comes out before the end. I could get the full 5 for 4 points, but I'm not, if I don't, that's okay. So I don't need to cycle through for a better one. I've got a pretty good one. So $5. We're almost going to have a break. I'll have $30 after the break. Pretty good, and I've got a lead in money on everybody. And then take this guy. Now, he's good, but I'm 2 rep away from getting another meeple. One of these away from getting another meeple. I think I'm just I'm gonna take this just in case. And if I lose because of a few dollars, well, then I lose because of a few dollars. But I may not need this guy, but if I do, he could be really handy. There's 2 animals I want on the card row. Him for extra cards, and him for points, as well as some nice venom. I'm just going to build through here so I can pick them both up. I need a 2 eventually for this guy, a 1, and then the other 2 things will be these guys here. So let's start with this next to him. Let's do this to save $1 or $2. Go. And there we go. All right, I've got $22. That is just enough to play these 2 guys. Let's play some animals. This is going to be our 4th green, and this will effectively be our 5th green. And we can give some venom tokens to whoever can take them. Hopefully it's everybody. All right, and with the other one, I can trade that guy for money. I think I do want to get that. I can dump this guy for next tokens, so let's trade for money. . Let's see what we get. All right. Blue release isn't bad. I think I'll keep that. Give me options, something to do. I'll have this to do this turn, but I don't know what I'll be able to do the following turn. And, I mean, I've got no orange. So this will get me some orange. I mean, it seems unlikely that I'll be able to get 4 of these, but $12 versus this guy and a sunbathing. I am. Ugh. I'll keep the guy I can play for now. All right, let's get this out of the way. The blue player just caused us to discard. I'm going to certainly get rid of this one. Like I said, I should easily get 4 of these. Hopefully 5. All right, now it's time to play Breeding Cooperation. And then I'll be able to do green at 5. Alright, I don't care about this card, so I don't mind dumping it if I have to. Otherwise, I might opt to, if like I had 3 good cards, I might opt to do this one before the 5 Asia, because the only competition is only got 1, and it's got no money, and shouldn't be an issue. Red's already done it, so I don't have to worry about him. But at any rate, I will do it. All right. So things that I might need. Money, certainly. If I get money, I can start putting some of these other things out and get more income. I think that is where I should go and just try to play this guy. Other options, the X's are always good. I'm not going to be donating though, so let's just take some money. I don't have anything I really want to snap. All right, let's take some money. That way I can play this and get more money, essentially. Oh, I do get a discount, but it's not enough because this is going to cost me 12, and if I dump 8, I'll be at 9. So not good enough. I'm going to have to pass. I could, do this instead, but I'd rather this get a little better. Right now, it's only worth 4 points, and this one's worth 5. So. All right, so I'm just going to do a little building. Put a 1 enclosure on the water next to this to make it larger. Can spend this, drop it here, I guess. All right, so I have 15. I only need 12 for this, so I can put this down as well. Looks like the only place I can play it is here, though. Okay. And now I'll be able to play animals and get an extra rep bump as well. All right, so this is out there, and I can't quite afford it. That would have been nice. In fact, if I had $2 more, it would work. Because I've got this, I'm going to lose and or want to sell anyway. But I will play the card that I have and get a random card. Okay. And I cannot play anything else, so I'm done. Alright, so unlikely that I'll be able to put this guy out. I could conceivably get a 3 here, and I do have a monkey, and I certainly could get a building. But all my stuff, this and this, are going towards me getting more of these. So I think I need to keep this. So I don't want to drop this. This is an easy, 4 to 5 points. I mean, I could get as much as 8, but it seems unlikely at this point. And I'd have to do a lot and invest a lot to get this guy probably. And the base project isn't going to do much for me anyway. So I'm going to dump him. Who's next? Is it me? It is not. Alright, we've had a break. The red player has taken some cards within their range. This is one of them that have been pretty nice for me, as it costs 2 green tags, dropping the cost quite a bit. I would have been able to drop the cost 6 on that for me, but instead I'm looking at this thing, which is still quite a few points, not as much as getting the extra card. Well, it's going to be similar, as he's going to get 8 and 1, and then a card that's going to get him an indeterminate amount. We're going to get 8 and 2 with a bump that might also give me 1 more. So it might be a close second to that. We'll see. But I'm going to take that. I've got $40 now. It should be close. And I can, take money if I have to. Alright, so I'm going to take a building so I can upgrade my cards and eventually move past this stuff here. I get cheaper donations for the publications. So I'm going to do this guy here. And it costs me 6, which means I'll be able to spend 4. I can build a 2 for only 2 and then maybe a ticket. So let's do that. There we go. Alright, so I had planned on putting this building here to basically, get $2 extra from this, but I think I want to move this down. So I'm going to hook it here, get the extra X token. I know I lose out on this rock, but I'm going to be able to play these guys back to back and maybe use a bunch of X tokens to throw down this along with the project. So that is the plan. So put that right there. Saves me an X token for not having to go around it, and I shouldn't need cards for a little bit anyway. I know I'm going to blow through all 3 of these in the next couple actions, but that's okay. Alright, I'm going to play the animals. The tiger goes there. I've only had $2 more. Oh well. This is certainly a better card to play than this. Certainly right now. I mean, 9 points versus 4 is all I'm getting, so that there. Leave this one, which is by the 2 water, in case it's somehow necessary. Let's see what comes out. Nothing worthwhile. Alright, so I'm going to use my X tokens. Play the card from my hand. Third slot's my only option. The best one is probably, oh, not a turtle. Here's a 3, so the porcupine's only got 3. And the stoat only has 3, but I want to keep this. I guess it doesn't matter, though. Let's get rid of the porcupine. I don't need it. Alright, so I'm going to just grab these guys. I'm going to use this on this. Oh, sorry. This is by water, so we'll get rid of this one. So we'll have something by rock if we need it. All right, take the university. I'm going to grab this one so we can get another X token. All right, so I got 4, so I can do pretty much anything, although I'll probably have to break us. All right, so I need a break for a number of reasons. I need cash, I need meeples, so I'm going to have to do that and hope that I'll have 2 turns after that. All right, I can certainly end it in one if I have to, but I was thinking about getting this guy out first, but we'll see what the opponents do first. All right, so the blue player's at 102. I thought I was going to end with 104, but the red player put this guy out for me. Now I get to release this guy, which is going to give me 3 green instead of just the 2 green I was going to get for this. So that's 3 more points. Also, the red player did a whole bunch of things. He put out an elephant. He put out an eagle. He released something. I thought he released an eagle, but probably a scavenging bird that he had. Probably only lost 5 points for that. But he had gone ahead of the blue player in tickets, giving the blue player 2 points, but then released, must have been a 6-point animal because he was at 67 in tickets, to put him back below. So we should get the win here. All right. Let's do all the things I need to do. All right, we're going to support. We're going to do the low mountain range, and we're going to get rid of our decay. This one that doesn't lose any points. We're going to take the green. Where it comes from doesn't matter. Get our stuff. All right, we're going to get 2 of these for 1 more green, and a card that doesn't matter. Sure. And then we get to donate for 3 more points. So that should be enough. The blue player has 6 face up. Now that puts him to 108. And we go to 110. Oh, no. Well, we'll see. I thought I had him by more than I did, but we're going to see. I have him by 5. Okay. So he didn't get... all right, so I did have it. I did have it locked. I don't know what I was thinking. What do I have here? That one took a little longer. It was 35 turns. 35 for me, 34 for the player who went out first. All right, what did he have? He got this one. And he got one more for that. So he got 6. I got 3. And that was it. Oh, what did he get? All right, and he got the aquatic. So he had 3, and I had all 4. Because we had the conservation project. So I did have it set. Even if he had gotten all 4, we still had him by 2 points. Okay. All right, good match. We'll try these guys again.